Hey everyone, it's Marcello here from the Toyota World YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to go over the updates and what to expect. We're going to review the current car market for the Toyota World just ahead in this video, let you know what you can expect for the 2024 calendar year. All right, just to do a quick recap, I am in a Cavalry Blue 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. I believe this is an XSE that I'm in right now. And overall, we are still very busy as a dealership and as a brand. Specifically where I'm at Maple Toyota, we are busy every day, every morning, and every night. Sales department, service department, you name it. The sales floor still has lots of foot traffic. So we are very happy about that. In terms of demand, the demand is still very high when you're talking about the Toyota World. We'll get into it a little bit more later on, but specifically with the hybrids, the demand is quite high. In this video, I'm not going to go over exact wait times on exact vehicles and specific models and trims, just because it won't really be fair to the viewers, because depending on where you're located, where you're buying, where you're from, what country, state, province, whatever it is, the wait times will vary. But if you want to know what the wait times are, leave a comment in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you as soon as I can with regards to expectations on wait times for certain vehicles and trims in the Toyota lineup. Now, if you haven't done so already, pause the video, hit subscribe to this Toyota World YouTube channel, one of the best Toyota YouTube channels on YouTube. You're not going to want to miss all the cool constant video and updates coming your way. Let's get right into it. All right, now getting back to my point earlier, yes, we are still very busy as a store and as a dealership. We are in an auto mall of about 5 to 7 different brands and stores that are directly close to us in terms of vicinity. We've got a Honda dealership next to us, a Lexus, a Nissan, a Volkswagen store, a Subaru store. We've got a Hyundai store. And in terms of sales volume overall, we are definitely the busiest amongst the entire auto mall. And what's inventory looking like currently? What are we expecting inventory to be like for the next 10 to 12 months as we proceed in 2024? We still don't have much when it comes to stock and when it comes to inventory. There are some vehicles that you can readily get your hands on in terms of inventory. For example, we have some non-hybrid Toyota Tundras that are available in different configurations. We even have the odd hybrid Tundra here and there, but it's a little bit less common to see that. We even have from time to time the non-hybrid regular Toyota Highlander. So when I say regular, I mean not the Grand. Those you might find in stock in different variations and configurations. Again, that's a 2024 non-hybrid Toyota Highlander. From time to time, we will also get the Grand Highlander appearing in stock unsold from time to time. Of course, that's the non-hybrid Grand Highlander. The hybrids that's not the case. So we do have some inventory, so that's definitely better than we were in position wise from this time last year, where we really didn't have anything at all for inventory, maybe 1 or 2 vehicles. We do have some vehicles, you can say, as part of our inventory. In terms of the hybrid situation, we have the hybrids only on a sold order basis, so you do have to place a factory order for a hybrid Toyota. It'll be very rare to find one of those available in stock. Now, in terms of the hybrids, generally, you do have to wait at least 12 months to get really any Toyota hybrid vehicle. For the most part, most of our wait times are north of 12 months for any Toyota hybrid vehicle. Getting it within 12 months or less would be quite rare, but it definitely is possible depending on when and where you're making the purchase. But keep that in mind. It'll be very difficult to find hybrid Toyotas available in stock. In terms of test drives, it's still going to be quite difficult to try to get a chance to test drive the actual model and trim that you're looking to purchase in 2024. For the most part, sales reps can potentially find you a close alternative to test drive. For example, if you're looking for, let's say, an XSE Toyota Camry, perhaps we'd have, or there'd be the option to test drive something like the SE Camry instead of the XSE. So there's going to be times where there'll be an alternative or something close, but to get the chance to drive or test drive the exact trim and model that you want to buy, let's face it, we're not there yet. It's not going to be quite an option in 2024. Even back when there was inventory on the lots pre-2020 in terms of calendar year, it was still quite difficult to be able to test drive the exact vehicle. But like I said, if you come to us here where I'm at Maple Toyota, our staff does a good job to try to find you an alternative. Not always possible, but again, just keep that in mind for your shopping in 2024. And where do we fall for interest rates and programs? Well, we're currently still in January of 2024, so it's a little early to tell what will happen for most of the calendar year, but currently we're still quite at a peak from what we've seen in the past 5, 6, 8, 10 years back. In terms of interest rates, we are floating anywhere around a 6% up to almost a 9%, and that's combining the lease rates and the finance rates depending on what you decide to choose. In terms of rebates, there is no rebates currently. The only rebate which we know of or which we have is that on the Prime vehicles. For example, the RAV4 Prime has a rebate of up to $5,000 depending on how you pay for the vehicle. But in terms of manufacturer rebates, I don't think we're going to be quite there yet in 2024. We don't have the product on the floor or available to sell to say that we can go and put rebates on them. In terms of the interest rates, we're hoping to see a somewhat decline towards the middle of the calendar year for interest rates. But again, this is speculation right now. We don't quite know ahead of time, unfortunately. You may already know, maybe you don't, the used car prices or pre-owned vehicle prices in the Toyota world have settled a little bit. We're seeing prices regulate a little bit close to where they used to be prior to 2021 and 2020, but not quite. Values are still definitely on the high end, especially compared to other manufacturers and brands, but it's not so crazy high in terms of resale dollar amount. Typically what used to happen is you take a vehicle off the lot, you drive it, you trade it in a year, 2 years, and the vehicle depreciates 10, 15, 20%. Well, that wasn't the case for quite some time. Vehicles were still maintaining close to the MSRP amount or even higher in the previous 10, 12, 18 months, 2 years and so, but we're seeing that regulate a little bit. And I think the bulk of the reason is because general used car supply is a little bit higher than it used to be before. I think the interest rates play a large factor into that, the rise of the rates. Right now, used car rates are anywhere from around 9 to 10%. So they've definitely gone up a couple of points since this all started. All right, the magic question. If you were in the market to buy a Toyota vehicle in 2024, what would I recommend that you pursue or buy? And you probably already know the answer to this, but my answer is anything hybrid. So if you're looking at a Camry, if you're looking at a RAV4, if you're looking at, let's say, a Highlander, consider the hybrid option for a few reasons. One is that the spread in terms of pricing between the hybrid and non-hybrid or vice versa is quite small given the advantage that you have. What are your advantages? Your advantages is higher resale value, potentially. Your higher advantages or better advantages is the fuel cost, the fuel savings, overall maintenance cost, driver usability, driver enjoyment. We all know on the hybrid Toyotas, the gas pedal is a little bit more aggressive and peppier than that of the non-hybrid Toyotas. So I would definitely consider a hybrid Toyota and make it an all-wheel drive if you can. For example, the Corollas do come in all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive for the hybrid equivalent. I would definitely stick in for the all-wheel drive just because you know, you have the potential for a better resale. And like I said, Toyota is really nice about this. They don't put a huge gap between front wheel and all wheel, or between hybrid and non-hybrid. So definitely these are my recommendations in 2024. All right, everyone, I've pretty much summarized what's going on currently and what we expect to go on for the next 10-12 months in 2024 in the Toyota world. Maybe I didn't answer every single question you might have, but feel free to leave me a comment down below in this video. And remember, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you in the next video and review, guys. Take care.